Hello and welcome to the Dome in Bluefield, Virginia, everybody, for another edition of Rams Women's Basketball. Bluefield College takes on the Allen University Yellow Jackets here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Well, the Rams trying to bounce back from a tough loss a couple of days ago in Tennessee against Bryan College. They lost by 12 points, largely because of the gigantic differential in free throw attempts, but Bluefield College still relying on Danae Cox. The guard is averaging right around 15 points per game. The only Ram that is averaging in double figures. They're going up against a tough Allen University team tonight. 6-3, 3-2 in the AAC, led by the reigning AAC Player of the Week, Kamea Thomas, an NAIA honorable mention All-American #1. She'll be the point guard, the senior from Cincinnati, Ohio. Rams sending Kiera Bell-Lanier, Danae Cox, Anna Crockett, as well as Hannah Preservati and Adrian Goodlet out on the floor tonight. Kamea Thomas, Patrice Dotson, Rasacia DeGraffenwright, Letitia Brown, and Brianna Craig all out there for the Allen University Yellow Jackets. Jason James in his 4th season as the head coach of Allen, and Rams led by Corey Mullins. Tip-off is underway, and Bluefield takes it for Tiana Crockett. Well, Hannah Preservati here in the first quarter swings it out over to Bell-Lanier, and it's stolen away by Kamea Thomas. Easy transition layup on the fast break. Well, that's going to be something that Bluefield is really going to have to combat. Kamea Thomas, in that week where she was named the AAC Player of the Week, averaged 23 points per game. Swing out left in the corner to Crockett, a pump fake and a long three from the left wing. Air ball, but hauled in on a rebound by Goodlet. Finding Preservati, and at the top of the key, they are going to stop the shot clock and try to make sure they got it right. 9:25 left to go here in this first quarter. It is 2-0 Allen. Inbounds pass on the far side. Divvied into Preservati, the Princeton, West Virginia native. Now at the top of the key, kick out left wing over to Crockett. Feed back up top to Preservati. Hesitant three. She'll take it and give Bluefield a 3-2 lead. Taking the ball up now is number 5, Rasacia DeGraffenwright, the junior from Fort Lauderdale. Angles in on the right side, hand off to Thomas. Now wiggles her way inside the lane. Loses the ball and stolen away by Goodlet. Well, that defense is going to be key for Bluefield as Danae Cox shuffles into the perimeter. Kick out over to Goodlet. Long two rather. She got it. Now it's 5-2. Could have had a step back and easily nailed that three, but instead taking the long two. Now DeGraffenwright works her way into the left wing, pressured by Preservati on man-to-man defense. A bounce up top to Dotson. Handoff Thomas, right wing. Thought about a three. She'll take it. Back iron bouncing right into two hands of Hannah Preservati. 8:27 left to go in the first quarter. 5-2 Bluefield. Danae Cox, a hesitant stutter step up top of the key. Now working her way into the lane, swings back out to Crockett. Angles a pass over to Preservati. Lob down low to Bell-Lanier. Puts it on the deck, off the glass, and bounces out. Rebound going the other way for Letitia Brown of Allen. Still 5-2 Bluefield with 8:05 remaining here in this first quarter. Only basket of the game for the Yellow Jackets has been a steal and a fast break from Kamea Thomas. Graffenwright stepping right back on the parts of body inside of the perimeter and works her way in for a layup. So now 5-4, Bluefield up by 1. Well, Preservati right behind Danae Cox as the primary scoring threat for Bluefield. Pass out to Crockett, the freshman kicks it right back out to her senior point guard. Feed down low to Bell-Lanier, and she powers it through for an easy layup on the right side of the basket. 7-4, Bluefield leading by 3. Well, the point guard working right now is Rasacia DeGraffenwright. And Kamea Thomas likely to work as the 2. Now a lob down low to Brianna Craig, powering her way into the lane. He spins and gets it with a foul. First one made for the junior from Flint, Michigan. First foul for Bluefield in this game. And the foul will be on Kiera Bell-Lanier. So her first. Bluefield now up by just 1. And Craig with a chance to tie it from the charity stripe. 6'1" junior looking at the rim, right arm shot. Nothing but net, tied up at 7-7 with 7:11 left to go in this game. Could be a fast-paced game. If Corey Mullins has his way, Bluefield will work fast offensively and then just be able to slow a team down to a standstill on the defensive end. Preservati angling in right side, lobs back out to Adrian Goodlet. Swing out left wing, Danae Cox from the left elbow, pivots around, kick out over to Crockett. 8 on the shot clock, back to Cox, dribbles inside the lane, swing out over to Crockett. Desperation 3, off the iron, no good. And a rebound for Rasacia DeGraffenreich. Swings out on the right corner over to Letitia Brown. Her long 2, back iron no good, and another rebound for Danae Cox at 7-7. 6:31 remaining in the game. Cross-court pass over to Preservati. Finds an open Crockett, takes the 3. That's her 3rd tray missed tonight already. Rebound coming the other way for Letitia Brown. Angling with an elbow into the lane, and no foul called. Rather, it's going to be on the defense on Adrian Goodlet, her 1st and team 2nd. Now a foul shot for Letitia Brown. She knocks it home. 7-7 turns to 8-7 with 6:14 left to go in the game, or left to go in the first quarter. Winter Straw checking in. 8-7 the score. And the second shot for Brown. Front iron no good. Loose ball rebounded on the far end by DeGraffenreich. Swing out up top over to Kamea Thomas, who just has 1 basket. And now they will start out a new possession. Here comes DeGraffenreich. Crossover dribble up top. Hand off Thomas. Strangling her way down the right side of the lane. Looking for help. Bounces out right. Feed down low over to Winter Straw. Her shot rattles home. Now it's 10-7, and it says 9-7 on the scoreboard. Over to Crockett on the left wing. Works her way up, back top, swings over to Danae Cox in the right. Spinning out and hands it off back over to Goodlet. Pickpocketed by Kamea Thomas. Coming the other way. Shuffling down the lane, and the fast break executed. That'll make it 12-7. 5:21 the score. Or 5:21 left to go. Now turns to 5:15. Here's 5-12. Crockett kick out over to Preservati in the right wing. Up top over to Belle Lanier. Now Belle Lanier powers her way through, and the Richmond native gets Bluefield back within a few more. So now it is 12-9. 4:54 left to go, and now a handoff back up top over to Patrice Dotson, working her way down the left side. A layup no good. Rebound Crockett. 4:43 remaining here in this first quarter. Long lob to Preservati, finds Goodlet on the left corner, returns it back to her point guard. With 4:35 remaining in the first quarter, Danae Cox angles her way on the right side, takes a long 2, nothing but net. 12-11 now the score. 4:22 remaining in the first quarter as DeGraffenreich works the point guard once again. Another handoff to Dotson, bounce up top to Thomas. Crossover dribble, pressured by Danae Cox. Takes a step inside the perimeter and swings it out right. Here is Winter Straw, long court lob over on the left side and kicked away right into the hands of Thomas. Euro step into the lane, air ball, and a rebound for Straw. Finds Dotson, and her buzzer beater 3 just rims out. 12-11 the score. Allen up by 1. Bluefield looking over to Danae Cox and then finds Crockett in the right corner. Thinking about a 3, but returns it to Cox. Pro length 3. Front iron no good. Loose ball rolling out towards the perimeter and picked up by Graffenreich. Now Graffenreich hangs up a shot and missed. There's another rebound for Hannah Preservati. 3:28 remaining here in this first quarter. Bluefield just down by 1. There's 3:20 left. Swing out over to Crockett. Now bouncing her way into the lane. Her layup missed. Oh, Crockett really has struggled here in this first quarter. Well, the young player has taken a multitude of shots, but Corey Mullins has to look to gauge her just a little bit because the shots just aren't falling. Now 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter. DeGraffin Wright with an open lane into the bucket. She gets the layup to fall. Now it's 14-11. Hannah Presarvati up top. Still dribbling around, trying to find someone. The baskets have fallen for Belle Lanier as well as Danae Cox. Presarvati finds Cox up top, spins into the lane, loose ball, picked up by Goodlett from the free throw line, trying for a bank shot, doesn't get it. Offensive board, though, after missing her own shot. Presarvati has it now. Over to Crockett in the left corner, a pump fake, dribbling down the lane, bounces over to Belle Lanier, puts it off the deck, and gets the small shot to fall. But now a timeout on the floor after Brianna Straw is in pain under the basket. We're going to take a break here. It is 14-13. Bluefield down by 1. Back here again, all tied up at 13-13 with 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. A swing down low over to Kayla Pierce. She misses a shot off the right block. Now a rebound for Hannah Presarvati with 1:58 remaining in the first quarter. Finding Danae Cox on the right wing, but on her pivot foot, she traveled. So another turnover, 1:54 now remaining and a fresh shot clock for the Allen University Yellow Jackets. It's 13-13. A bounce in, working the point for the first time. It's a Sestra Robinson working right down the middle of the floor, finding an open Jada Sleet on the left wing, also a new subbed-in player. Robinson, right wing three, missed, tipped out of the hands of Danae Cox, but bounced right in for Autumn Hash. Now Hannah Presarvati working with a tie. It's 1:35 remaining in the first quarter. It's been a tough defensive battle between these two AAC teams. Maya Thomas with 2 steals and 2 baskets to show for it. On the left swing for Brittany Holm, powers her way up top, swings it out over to Presarvati, finding Cox now on the right corner. Back up to Presarvati, her 3 from downtown, she nailed it. 16-13, Bluefield up. The Rams up by 3, their largest lead of the game with 1:05 remaining in the first quarter. Up top, it's Afeni Richardson working around the perimeter. They have not really shown a primary scorer so far. Galindo, handoff over to number 4, Jada Sleet. Bounce on the right elbow to her. Now 6 on the shot clock, long 3 for Robinson, and swishes it home. Tied up again at 16-16. 39 seconds left here in this first quarter. 33 left to go in the game as Brittany Holm powers her way out, but they call a double dribble. And another turnover. That'll prompt another sub. Tara Deal coming in, and Brianna Craig returns to the game with 29.1 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Bounce in for Robinson, working her way into the left wing. Hannah Presarvati providing the defense. Robinson working around the perimeter in a parallel motion. Up top to Galindo, bounces it right back to Robinson, and she traveled on her pivot foot, looking to move in with some space in the lane. Now 12.9 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. All tied up at 16-16, and an inbounds ensuing for Bluefield's Kiera Belle Lanier. Hannah Presarvati also there for the Rams, looking to take this last possession. Now Tara Deal, a shooter, But Bluefield also has two bigs down low. Brittany Holm in the left wing, working off of the defense of Sleet. Swing out to Preservati, and her bounce pass intended for Tara Deal just kicked off by Afeni Richardson on the right wing with 4.3 seconds remaining. Bluefield looking for a buzzer beater here in the first quarter. Into Preservati, 3 on the clock, off a screen, hangs up a prayer, and it just goes off of the backboard. No good. It's going into the second quarter here at the Dome, 16-16. Rams tied up with the Allen University Yellow Jackets here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Back here in Bluefield, it's 16-16 to start the second quarter. Now Sestra Robinson working left to right. Allen University in the blue and the yellow as an off-the-ball foul is called, and an offensive one at that. First foul for Allen here in the second quarter. And that's on Brianna Craig, her first here in this game. 9:47 remaining, and now Bluefield looking to go out ahead here. Sine Cox going right to left, swing out right over to Tara Deal, returns it up to Cox, working around the perimeter, over to Brittany Holm. Bluefield has made a couple of threes tonight. So far, it's been from Hannah Preservati. Autumn Hash bounces on the corner. Bell Lanier, baseline 2, air ball, and a rebound for Galindo for Allen. Looking for a cherry-picking move and finds it with Sleet. She'll get the layup off the right-handed end to make it 18-16 in favor of the Yellow Jackets, now with 9:18 remaining in the second quarter. Well, Bluefield, that three-pointer has not fallen for them, especially in the last game as Tara Deal pump fakes and hands it off over to Holm. Swing out over to Danae Cox, kick out down low to Bell Lanier. Her shot missed, and that was just miscommunication. It looked like she was going up for a pass intended for Autumn Hash, and then the ball just went out of bounds. Another turnover for the Rams. Make that their 6th turnover already, as opposed to Allen, who has just 3. Well, the Yellow Jackets like to move the ball around the perimeter, looking for that 3. So far tonight, they have only hit 1, as the shot does not count for Jada Sleet on a foul called when she was dribbling in. First foul for Bluefield here in the second quarter. 8:47 remaining. And that's on Tara Deal. Robinson with a right arm pass, kick out over to Galindo, finds Richardson up top of the key, and she hits a long 2. 20-16 now the score, with 8:37 remaining here in this second quarter. Danae Cox, after Hannah Preservati worked as the point guard for most of the first quarter, has now revolved as the 1. Tara Deal over to Holm, back over to Cox, swing down low to Bell Lanier, powers her way towards the basket but misses the baseline layup. A rebound for Brianna Craig, and a Kick out right back to Richardson. Hard dribbles, powering her way in, loops up a layup and missed, but it's tipped right back to the point guard. Turns her way back up top of the key like she's playing pickup to restart it. 8:03 remaining here in this second quarter. A handoff to Galindo. Now back up to Sleep towards the elbow. Pops up a long two and swishes it. 22-16, a large lead for Allen, up by 6. Going on a 6-0 run to start out this second quarter. It was tied up 16-16 going into this period. Bounces over to Bell Lanier on the left side, returns it back to Holm. Her left wing too, bounce out no good, and a tough rebound corralled by Brianna Craig. Needed some help and she found it, and a Fenny Richardson who returns it over to Sestra Richardson. No Kamea Cox on the floor for Allen University, and a handoff to Sleets. Up top with 16 on the shot clock, bouncing through defenders and gets the layup with the right hand. 24-16 and a timeout for Corey Mullins after the Yellow Jackets take an 8-point lead with 7:13 remaining in the first half. (24-16) the score. Rams down by 8 here in the second quarter with just over 7 minutes left to go as Hannah Presservati returns into the game after Corey Mullins' timeout. Danae Cox with the ball up at top of the right wing, and she draws a foul. Second one of the second quarter. Bluefield has not scored yet in this second quarter in nearly 3 minutes. First foul for Kadeja Kennedy. And now Bluefield with it. Right wing, Hannah Presservati as the West Virginia native looks on to her coach. On the right wing, a swing out over to Danae Cox in the corner. Lob up top to Crockett, finding Presservati. Now a kick over to Danae Cox, finding trouble in the corner, and another foul drawn. Jason James, the head coach for Allen, pretty upset about that call. 6:51 remaining in the second quarter. That foul called on a Fenny Richardson. It'll be an inbounds for Hannah Presservati on the left corner. Presservati slapping the ball. Good pressure from Richardson on the inbounds. Finds Cox up top. Dribbles in the perimeter. Swing down low to Hash. Puts it on the deck and fouled. Make that 3 fouls in one possession already. And Bluefield starting to rack them up. That's the 4th foul in the second quarter, looking for the magic number of 5 to get those 2 foul shots. Foul called on Brianna Craig. Now Presservati from the left wing looking for an inbounds. Lob long up to Crockett. Swing out on the right side to Danae Cox after a stutter step. Puts it on the deck. Dribbled and stolen away by Kadeja Kennedy on the left side. Looking for the layup, and she got it. That's another steal for these Yellow Jackets. They lead by 10, bailing out those 3 fouls. Hannah Presservati swing out pass once again, almost stolen by Kadeja Kennedy. Presservati wrestling for the ball on the backcourt, but it's a backcourt violation that'll give the Yellow Jackets the ball again with 6:22 remaining in this first half. Checking in Winter Straw for Brianna Craig, who already has 2 fouls. It'll be an inbounds pass on the far side for Sestra Robinson. She gets it right back. Kamaya Thomas in the game again as Robinson works her way up top. A handoff to Sleet on the right elbow. Splits the defenders, looking for space. Swings it over on the side to Straw, working for a hook shot and missed. And it goes out of bounds off the hands of the Yellow Jackets. Good defensive possession for Bluefield. Now with 6:05 remaining here in this first half, Bluefield will get it back down by 10. It's 26-16. Anna Preservati, chest pass on the right side to Crockett. Long lob over to Cox in the right corner, and she hits a three. First one for the Richmond native tonight, and Bluefield now within 7. It's 26-19. 5:47 remaining as Sestra Robinson, another handoff to Sleet. It's been the offense like chalk so far. Deja Kennedy, another handoff to Robinson, takes a long three and nailed it right from the top of the key, and she gets a congratulatory point from Jada Sleet to make the lead right back up to 10. It's 29-19 with 5:25 remaining in the first half. Goodlet bounces over to Danae Cox with a smile. She dribbles up top, finding Hash on the left wing. Thought about a three, bounces it over, and a swing over to Crockett. Another shot for Crockett, and she missed again. Boy, it does not look good for Deanna Crockett. Sestra Robinson going left to right, a hard dribble, left side tie up, and a swat away from Autumn Hash. Her first block. Bell Lanier checks in. Crockett taken off. Bluefield going a little bit bigger. Crockett talking with Corey Mullins. It's been a tough one for the freshman. Sestra Robinson looks to rebound, or inbound rather, for Allen. 5:02 remaining. It's 29-19 in the first half. Happy to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network as Robinson, long Hail Mary pass to Kadeja Kennedy on the left wing. 18 on the shot clock and good defense from Danae Cox. Off the screen, bounces down low, looking for a shot, and it's missed right off of the right hand from Jemiah Gibson. Here comes Hannah Preservati sprinting to the lane. No look pass to Bell Lanier. Kick out right wing. Cox nailed another three. That was just the most perfect Bluefield possession of the night. Makes it 29-22. 4:33 remaining in this first half. Allen, as they have done so many times in this game, likely to find an answer. Straw chest pass on the right side over to Robinson. Lobs up top of the key over to Brown. Another dribble and a handoff on the right side over to Winter Straw. Back to Robinson. Looking for another three, and the point guard bricks it on the back iron. Danae Cox tripped to the ground, and a foul called as an Allen player is down on the hard court. Foul called on Kadeja Kennedy. Now Bluefield will be shooting two, just the break they needed, down 7, 29-22. First free throws for Bluefield taken in this game. Danae Cox looking for the first one, and she got it. Well, 29-23 with 4:12 remaining in this first half. Bluefield only shot 54.5% from the free throw stripe in the loss in the last game, but now shooting a perfect 100 as Danae Cox hits her first two. 29-24, Bluefield down by 5. Pressure has ignited for the Rams, and it's stolen away by Adrian Goodland. Preservati, swing out on the right side. Danae Cox, baseline jumper miss. Bell Lanier with the offensive board. Step back three for Preservati, and the West Virginia nails it from the left side. 29-27 the score, a whistle. And the referee's having a talk with Jason James. Trying to get everything together here. The press started to dial up. Meanwhile, for Bluefield, Haley Turman checking in for the first time. Taking Sydney Brown off of the court now. And now back on the left side. Inbounds on the right over to Kadeja Kennedy. Bluefield with a full court press. Now Brown on the right side. Handoff over to Straw. Walks into the lane and bounces it off the corner of the backboard. Danae Cox, open layup, fouled, and she will have 2 shots after missing the layup after being fouled hard. Well, she was open up top. Bluefield cherry picking for some points there. Down by just 2. It was 29-19. Bluefield on an 8-0 run. Well, Danae Cox shooting 2. Her third shot of the night from the stripe. She misses. 3:33. Well, it could be a spark for the Richmond, Virginia native and a transfer from Showan University. Kamea Thomas checking in for Kadeja Kennedy. Well, the NAIA All-American right back into the game for Allen University. Cox with the right hand. Knocks it home. 29-28, Bluefield within one. It was 29-19. A bounce cross court over to Sydney Brown. Puts it back on the deck. And now Allen has it across midcourt. Bounce on the right side to Thomas. Step back, too hard. Rattles around, looking for the rebound. And Straw hauls it in. Finding Sydney Brown. Long three from the top of the key. And it swirls around the cup and goes. 32-28 the score. Bluefield down by 4 with 3:05 remaining in the half. Danae Cox elbowing around and finding space. Dangerous pass to Goodlet cross court. Bell Lanier from the right wing kicks the ball away and picked up by Sydney Brown. Here comes DeGraffin right. Bounces over to Straw and her layup falls from the right block. After the Bluefield run, it is now over 34-28, a 6-point lead. Preservati kick out over to Cox, bounce over to Goodlet now, pivoting around, a bounce pass, once again stolen away by Gibson. So Jemiah Gibson able to take that pass away from Adrian Goodlet with 2:30 remaining in the second quarter. Thomas from the right wing swings it back over to Gibson, working around the perimeter again. Here's DeGraffin right. Right arm dart over to Gibson. Now swing down low to Thomas. Her shot missed again. Rebound Bell Lanier swatted away by Thomas and a tie up on the right block. Well, Bell Lanier getting up and some chippiness under the basket. Having to see where they have these decisions to be made, and Jemiah Gibson looks to be pretty upset, and the referees trying to make a decision what happened. Well, Bell Lanier and Gibson got tied up under the basket, and it looked as if though Bell Lanier and Gibson held on to each other a bit too long. Not sure who was the perpetrator in this one. And they will talk this over with Jason James and Corey Mullins. Right now the score 34-28, 2:14 remaining in this first half. Was 29-19, Bluefield got within one, and then a quick little run for Allen, making it way more interesting. Still looking for what will happen, likely technical fouls to be called. Gibson was tied up with Garrett Bell Lanier right under the basket. Some shoving being done, and the referees easily able to separate it. Whatever's being called here, Jason James in a bit of frustration as he spins around and goes back to the bench. And Maya Gibson has been ejected. Gibson has been ejected going into the locker room with 2:14 remaining in the second quarter. Now one of the main rebounders for Allen taken out. And this is going to be an interesting game. Bell Lanier has stayed in. And Danae Cox will take a couple of free throws after the ejection was called. Gibson ejected. 34-28. First shot for Cox. Got it. Now 34-29 after the ejection. Danae Cox looking for another free throw, and she got it. Could be a turning point in the game as it's now 34-30. Bluefield to get the ball back, trying to make this a one-possession game. Going into that ejection, it was a 6-point lead. And two shots for Danae Cox, now down by 4. Preservati on the right end, pressured by Brown. Swing over to Danae Cox in a double team, and she is forced to turn the ball over. Kamaya Thomas as well as Rosacea DeGraffenreich forcing the ball away from the shooting guard for Bluefield. 2:06 remaining in the first half as DeGraffenreich shuffles across the middle of the floor, straight into the defense of Hannah Prinzervati. Off of a screen, works into the right wing, bounces up top over to Brown. Good pressure from Crockett off a pick and roll, swing down low to Kamaya Thomas, who got the basket. 36-30. The lead back to 6 for Allen University. Here's Prinzervati towing down the near sideline, lob over in the left corner to Crockett, looking for a shot, kick over to Turman. Bluefield angling, passes, Cox for 3, and she got it. Another 3 for the Richmond native coming from the right wing. It is a now one possession game, 36-33, with 1:22 remaining here in this first half. Kamaya Thomas with an angling dribble, looks for a prayer of a layup, and the ball loops over the backboard. Turnover there, and a 1:16 remaining in this first half. It was tied up 16-16 going into the second quarter. Runs on both sides. We are right back to a 3-point game after Allen was up by 10 at 29-19. Angled pass to Bell-Lanier, cross-court lob, once again picked away by DeGraffenreich. Pinballing her way through the middle of the court, pass over to Thomas, a lob on the left side over to Dotson. Angles a pass over to DeGraffenreich. Prinzervati looking to swat the ball in, but DeGraffenreich powers through, got the lane and an easy layup to make it 38-33. 43 seconds remaining here in this first half. About 14 seconds the differential between shot clock and game clock as Danae Cox draws a foul, trying to split a double team, and she will go to the line again. .7 seconds remaining in this first half. Of course, this is game one of a doubleheader we have here at the Dome. Bluefield men against Allen University also coming up after this. Danae Cox, her first shot. Got it. Well, she's only missed one shot from the charity stripe. The only Bluefield College Ram to actually take any free throws in this game. 38-34 the score. 36.7 seconds remaining. Knocks the second one home. 38-35. Kamaya Thomas loses the ball. Picked away by Crockett. Returns into Prinzervati on the right wing. Pass over to Cox, a pump fake, and Bluefield will find Crockett. Right corner 3, another miss. Bell-Lanier, offensive board, off the deck and off the glass. 1-point game again. It is 38-37. Shot clock off. Kamaya Thomas kicks the ball right into Turman, who picked it away. Prinzervati with 10 seconds left. Shot clock off. Losing the ball almost. Bounce over to Bell-Lanier. Powering for a shot, and it just rims out. Rebound for Allen. Now here comes DeGraffenreich. No buzzer beater there, and we got ourselves a ball game. Going into halftime, it is 38-37. Allen University up by 1 after 2 halves of play here at the Dome. At halftime, Bluefield down by just one. It's 38-37 with just about 4 minutes left to go. You're seeing the men's team starting to warm up. Their game likely to start around 7:30 p.m., but we have a great women's game here after the first half, after we've seen some good action in the Dome. Big note for the visiting team, the Allen University Yellow Jackets. Jemiah Gibson ejected in this game. Just about 4 minutes left to go in that second quarter. She had a tie-up with Belle Lanier, and it got a little scrappy. The referees did not waste that much time to eject Jemiah Gibson, but still, Allen University up by one. Leading the way for Bluefield, Danae Cox with 18 total points and 3 rebounds, and the scoring effort has not really been that plentiful on the Bluefield side. Hannah Preservati with 9 points, Kara Belle Lanier with 8 points to go with her 4 rebounds, but Bluefield has to bounce against Stacia DeGraffenreich with 6 points. Jada Sleet has 6, as well as Sestra Robinson. Most notably, though, Bluefield with Danae Cox doing well from beyond the arc. 3 of 4 in 3-pointers. A huge part of the reason why Bluefield is still in this game, as well as her 7 of 8 going from the charity stripe. Bluefield has only sent 1 player to the free throw line in this game, and it's been Danae Cox, and she's done a great job of it, going 7 of 8 to make this a 1-point game. 38-37, just about 2.5 minutes left to go before we start out the third quarter here at the Dome. Bluefield down by 1 with the second half coming up on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Just about ready to start the third quarter from the Dome. Bluefield down by 1. It is 38-37. Allen University with a spread out scoring pattern after Bluefield really relied on Danae Cox with 18 points in this game. She is back out onto the floor, joining Crockett, Preservati, Autumn Hash, and Kara Belle Lanier. Bluefield going left to right, wearing the white jerseys with the red letters and the blue trim. Up top, pressured on Preservati, swing over to Crockett, looking for her first basket of the game. Bounces and swings it back over to Preservati in the right wing and kicks it back up top to her shooting guard, and Crockett looking for help and returns it over to Preservati. Pump fake, dribbles down the right side of the lane, hand off to Hash, and her basket will not fall after it is tipped out over on the front end of the rim. Here comes Stacia DeGraffenreich with 9:30 remaining here in this first part of the second half in the third quarter. 18 seconds on the shot clock as DeGraffenreich swings around, takes a long two, and misses back of the backboard. No good as Preservati is fouled on the backcourt by Rasasia DeGraffenreich. First foul of the second half. Now an inbounds pass into Preservati. She has 9 points. Only Bluefield player in double figures is Danae Cox. Garabella Lanier with 8 points. Turns it back to Preservati. Feed down low to Hash, and she's fouled on her way up by Brianna Craig. Oh, Bluefield looking for a way to try to win this game in the low post. They haven't really used their size to their advantage. Really the only player that mixes it up well down there on the low post is Brianna Craig, the 6'1 junior that just drew that foul. Now here's Autumn Hash, the senior from Tazewell, Virginia. Her first right-handed shot, back iron, no good. 38-37, 8:59 remaining in this third quarter as Autumn Hash, the local product, toes her way back up towards the line. Second shot, got it, and we are tied, 38-38. Allen University was up by as much as 10 going into or at points in the second quarter, but Bluefield has really worked their way back. DeGraffenreich hands it back off to Kamaya Thomas, who is an NAIA honorable mention All-American, but she missed her layup on the left side. A rebound for Hash, almost walked. Hand off to Preservati with command going left to right. Swing over to Danae Cox. He's only missed one free throw and one three-point attempt. Preservati with 16 on the shot clock, 8:27 game clock. Takes it on the dribble, left side, no screen from Hash. Swings over to Belle Lanier, 9 on the shot clock, looking for help. Powering down the left side, Euro step, layup miss, and another rebound going the other way for Allen. This time it's Letitia Brown looking for someone to pass it to. Swings it out left side over to Sydney Brown. Lob up top to Craig, long two from the top of the key, and it goes off the back iron. Hauled in on a rebound from Cox. Angles it down over to Autumn Hash. Swing out back to Belle Lanier. Turns it back, top of the key. Danae Cox nails the three. Make that 4 of 5 for Danae Cox, and Bluefield has the 41-38 lead. Over to DeGraffenreich, down the right side, off the glass, and in with the foul. 41-38. Changes to 41-40 so fast after DeGraffenreich is able to get the and one with a scrappy point guard, just 5'1" from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now has a chance. First team foul for Bluefield. Her shot goes through. 41-41 the score. Dribbling down, Preservati. She hasn't made a basket in a while. And Crockett, another player that has had trouble scoring. Swings out over to Hash, and it goes beyond the midcourt line. Danae Cox will pick it up for a backcourt violation. Another turnover for the Rams, a department where they have struggled. And it looked like for Deanna Crockett, the freshman from Wytheville, Virginia, just couldn't find anybody to swing it out to. Autumn Hash was not there. Neither was Danae Cox as the ball went over to midcourt. Now an inbounds pass for DeGraffenreich and Allen on the right side of the basket, right in front of the Bluefield cheerleaders. Substitution, Crockett taken out of the game. Holm now subbed in. Holman, rather. 5'11" sophomore from Oregonia, Ohio. DeGraffenreich bounces over to Craig on the right side, bounces it on the deck and kicks it out of bounds. Well, Brittany Holman brought in. Bluefield once again going with some size on the left side. Danae Cox on the right wing has 21 points. Swing out over to Preservati, bounces out and swings over to Belle Lanier, angling into the lane. A finger roll, rattles in. Going with the left hand right on top of the basket, 43-41. Bluefield up by 2. 6:53 remaining. A shot from the elbow and a swish for Kamaya Thomas to make it 43-43. Now Kamaya Thomas, the senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, able to find a shot. Swing over to Belle Lanier on the right corner. Bouncing into the lane, drawing some contact, a brick layup, no good. Rebound to Grafenreit. Allen with 2-on-1 numbers to Grafenreit. Layup, no good. Kamaya Thomas looking for the rebound, but instead it bounces out right to Preservati. Bluefield with numbers now. Preservati swings over to Danae Cox, a stutter step. Kick out to Holman, left wing three, nowhere near it, and a rebound going the other way for Letitia Brown. Sloppy basketball as Brown looks for a prayer of a layup and draws a foul. After the layup is missed, Danae Cox on the block that time. And it's the second foul for Bluefield. 43-43, 6:06 remaining in this first half. Or third quarter, I should say. And the first shot goes in for Letitia Brown. Gives a lead right back to Allen, 44-43. Now the senior from Los Angeles, California. Benny Richardson checking in, as well as Bluefield's primary defender, Adrian Goodlett, the senior. 6:06 remaining here in this third quarter. Second shot for Letitia Brown, nothing but net, and a 2-point lead for Allen. 45-43, here comes Hannah Preservati. 6:02 remaining, looking for help, trying to cross midcourt and finds Holman on the left corner, swung out off of her right arm, trying to keep the ball alive after the ball was going out of bounds, and picked by Letitia Brown. Looking for a way into the lane, and she walked on the Euro step, took about 3 gallops, and Bluefield's defense forcing a turnover. Starting to get a little bit louder here as more fans make their way into the dome. Preservati swings a pass over to Holman and picked away by Letitia Brown, going in the backcourt. Preservati on the ground, the pass swatted away by Richardson, kept in bounds, and here comes Allen. Loose ball taken away by Danae Cox, who draws a foul onto Grafenreit. Well, that ball just bouncing around, pinballing from offense to offense, and Grafenreit looked like she finally had it, but on a long dribble, Danae Cox just took it off the bounce. Inbounds pass for Hannah Preservati. Bounces in to Danae Cox. 5:26 remaining. Bluefield down by 2 after they found a 3-point lead in this game. Quickly a foul called right in front of the bench of Corey Mullins with 5:22. Patrice Dotson checking in a foul. That's the 4th for Allen already, with only less than half of this third quarter elapsed. Autumn Hash off the inbounds, looking for help, and she'll bounce it to her point guard. Preservati in some trouble, finally gets it back. Now in a double team, finds an open Adrian Goodlett, swings it over to Bell Lanier, off the deck, and a layup falls for the Verona native. 45-45, all tied up again with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. To Grafenreit, a handoff over to Dotson, and a return back to Kamaya Thomas. Spins into the lane, and fouled after just zigzagging her way through the defenders. Foul called on Autumn Hash, Bluefield's 3rd. And a shot ensuing for Kamaya Thomas. First for Kamaya Thomas, rattled away. And missed, so Bluefield in this game again. Got to remember, down by 10 in the second quarter. It could have been easy to write them off. Thomas, the second shot from the stripe, swirls in and goes through the nylon. 46-45 with 4:54 left here in this third quarter. Preservati tiptoeing the ball on the far sideline. Bounce pass all the way over to Bell Lanier. Straight to the cup and missed an easy layup. Well, that's going to really bother her after that ball bounced luckily over to Bell Lanier on 2 bounces, had a lane, and then rejected by the rim. Now taken back for Allen. Meanwhile, Sleet back in. Thomas taken off for Allen. It is 46-45. Both teams with 4 fouls in this third quarter. Back in again. Here's to Grafenreit. Point guard likely to be subbed out for Sestra Robinson at one point. Working her way around the key, back over to DeGraffenreid, right? A good stutter step. Kick out, a long three for Dotson. Front rim, no good. Right back into her hands near the top of the perimeter. Hand off over to Sleet, crossover dribble, looking for separation, straight into the lane, and a push-off foul called on Danae Cox. Shooting 2 now. So that's the 5th foul for Bluefield in this 3rd quarter. Stops the clock right at 4:17. First shot, Graffenreid sinks it home. 47-45. Now to Graffenreid gets the lead back up to 2 for Allen. Second shot for the point guard, and it goes through. 48-45 the score. Rams down by 3 as Shekinah Huggins checks in for the first time for the Rams. Straight down the middle of the floor, zips a pass over to Danae Cox. Returns top of the key to Goodlett, and a kick out to Cox. Right wing three, front rim no good. Loose ball, and a rebound for DeGraffenreid. Almost another rebound for Kiera Bell-Lanier. On the far side, a long shot for Sleet, and it goes just like that. Too long, tipped out of bounds off of a Fenny Richardson, and Bluefield will have an easier inbounds pass with 26 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now coming in, Tana Crockett back. Bell-Lanier taken off. Up top to Crockett, looking for space. Kick over to Goodlett, looking for separation. Cross-court pass, tipped in the air by Richardson and into the crowd. Another inbounds for Bluefield, 10 on the shot clock, 3:34 on the game clock. Down by 3, Huggins at the top of the key, finds Cox, looking for desperation, feed down low to Hash. She is wrestled to the ground, and it goes off of her. No foul called, and a turnover as the ball rolls under the basket and out of bounds. Haley Turman checking in for Hash, who looked to be a little shaken up there. It is 48-45, a 3-point lead for Allen, and Bluefield, if they want to win this game, cannot let Allen get on that type of run that they had in the second quarter. Big part of that was Sestra Robinson, who was able to nail a couple of threes. Euro step, kick out on the far side to Sleet, spinning down the baseline, and a foul called on Danae Cox. Just was reaching in, and that'll stop the clock at 3:12 in the 3rd quarter. And the double bonus again, so 2 shots for Jada Sleet. Columbus, Ohio native on this Allen University team. Up by as much as 10. Now making it a 4-point lead, their largest in the second half, as Hannah Preservati returns to the game for Bluefield. Danae Cox taken off, in foul trouble now. Another shot sank through for Jada Sleet, and it's a 5-point lead at 50-45. Hannah Preservati looking on, getting the commands from Corey Mullins. Long lob over to Crockett, a pump fake with separation in the corner. Returns it to Preservati on the far sideline, finding Crockett again. Another 3 from the corner, and the freshman sank it from the baseline. 50-48, Crockett finally finding the stroke, and Bluefield down by just 2. Robinson on the right wing, a crossover dribble, just angling so far over. Right arm pass on the left side over to Sleet, picked away, and Bluefield has it on a steal. 2:35 remaining, Krong lob over to Crockett, swatted away by Richardson when she thought she had the open layup. 50-48 the score with 2:31 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Sky high pass to Goodlett on the left wing from Preservati, and gave it right back to the point guard. 19 on the shot clock. Zips it over to Huggins on the right wing, working around the perimeter now with Goodlett. Left wing 3, too hard. Rebound Huggins on the right side. Bounce over to Crockett, a pump fake, finding Preservati. Left wing 3 for her, missed again. Rebound for Turman, and the putback falls. Bluefield keeping with it that entire possession. Corey Mullins with a fist pump right in front of his bench as the Rams did not give up. Tied up 50-50, 1:56 remaining. Bouncing in and a pass over to Robinson. Right wing three from Mars. Missed, but a rebound looking for the putback. Doesn't fall. Richardson with the offensive board. Her putback sails high as well. And it's caught out of the air by Haley Turman. 50-50, a minute 39. Here's Huggins into the right corner, and she falls into the trap, and the ball bounces out of bounds after Sestra Robinson got her knuckles on it. 1:35 in the third quarter. Coming in for Bluefield, Garabelle Lanier, really the best big in terms of a scoring capacity. Haley Turman and Autumn Hash have shown their promise, but Garabelle Lanier, a player that really can dribble through, but tonight has had trouble finishing. Turman has it off the inbound, straight into a trap, finding Huggins top of the key. 17 on the shot clock, zigzagging down the lane. Underhanded pass to Turman, tipped near the corner, and it will stay with Bluefield off of the hands of Allen. And some Yellow Jackets not excited about that call. Neither is Jason James, who thought the ball may have hit Bluefield hands. Preservati returns top of the key to Crockett. 10 on the shot clock, 1:21 in the third quarter as Preservati dribbles into a turnover. A double dribble for her with a minute 19 remaining in this third quarter. All tied at 50-50 still. Sestra Robinson going right to left. Allen in the blue and yellow jerseys. Straw with it near the top of the arc. Right wing pass over to Sestra Robinson. Returns to Galindo. Thought about a shot. Dribbles into the right wing. Bounces up top of the key to Sleep. Crossover dribble. Finds some space away from Preservati. 7 on the shot clock now. Euro step. Layup. No rim. Rebound for Straw. And a tie up under the basket sends Turman as well as Straw down to the floor. Ball will stay with Allen, though, after Winter Straw actually fell on that knee that she has bandaged up on her left side. 4 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be a tough inbounds for Sestra Robinson. Lob up top, over to Richardson. 2 on the shot clock. She had no idea, and the buzzer beater not available. Preservati with the rebound, lost the ball, picked away by Sleep. Going right to left, cross-court pass over to Straw, and she walked as she entered the lane. 38.1 remaining in the third quarter. Janae Cox back into the game after a couple of quick fouls for the shooting guard for Bluefield. Garabelle Lanier on the left side of the basket, 38.9 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Shekinah Huggins running the point guard position for Bluefield after Hannah Preservati is taken off. Rams trying to milk this clock till the fourth quarter. Huggins near the top of midcourt, swings it out left over to Crockett, returns to Huggins, right wing three, front iron, and a miss after Sestra Robinson has it. 15 on the game clock, shot clock off. Robinson looking for a dribble and bounces it over to Galindo. 8 on the game clock now. Still looking. Robinson on the left wing. Turman with the defense. Robinson dribbles into the lane. 3 seconds. Now a swing over to Straw. Almost walked. Missed the buzzer beater. And Shekinah Huggins pulled the ball down. Tied up at 50-50 going into the fourth quarter. Pretty ugly couple of minutes there, but still a good ball game here at the Dome. Tied up between the Yellow Jackets and the Rams on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Ready for the fourth quarter, 50-50 the score. Bluefield looking for a lead. On the left wing, Crockett swings it over to Danae Cox, a player with 21 points for Bluefield. Crockett with a bump fake, left wing, three, back iron, no good. She's only made 1 3 tonight, still tied at 50-50 between these two squads. Sleep with a stutter step into the left wing and missed another layup. Well, these baskets really have not dropped for either team here in the past few minutes. Another player in double figures for Bluefield, Kiera Bell-Lanier. Swing out to Shekinah Huggins. Thought about a three, but on the hesitation, walked. In the meantime, on the other side, only player in double figures for Allen University is Jada Sleet, who has 10 points after going 3 of 5 from the field and 0 of 4, or rather 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Here comes Sestra Robinson for Allen University, going right to left. Just about a minute elapsed here in this fourth quarter. Tied game as Robinson works her way on towards the top of the key, finds separation, angles up a three, off the bottom of the backboard. A rebound for Allen, another three, taken by Sleet, offensive board, and the putback falls for Winter Straw. 52-50 the score as Allen gets the lead right back. Over to Danae Cox with 21 points. Bluefield might need to get the shooting guard to really step it up a little bit more if they want to win. Feed down low to Bell-Lanier, angling the ball around the perimeter to Danae Cox. 10 on the shot clock, handoff Huggins right down the lane. Underhanded pass, tipped around. Cox finds it on the baseline, toes in for a shot, and foul. Well, it was not a good-looking shot for Danae Cox, so luckily for Bluefield, one, they get the first foul of the fourth quarter, and two, Danae Cox, the best free throw shooter for the Rams so far in this game, gets to go to the charity stripe. First shot, got it. 52-51. Tara Deal and Hannah Preservati back into the game. As Shekinah Huggins actually played for most of the latter half of that third quarter. Second shot, sank home from Danae Cox, so we are tied up again at 52-52. Kamaya Thomas out for Allen University. 8:19 remaining in the game. Back over to Richardson, working the ball around in the perimeter, looping it back up top. A three, missed. Bouncing on the right wing. Loose ball still rolling down the baseline. Hauled in from Richardson. Swung back into Straw. Powers it for a layup and a foul. Count it, 54-52, and a shot ensuing for Straw. Now it's a 2-point lead, trying to make it 3, and it does. So now Winter Straw makes it 55-52. Preservati hoping for help as she goes left to right, swinging the ball around the perimeter, returns it top of the key to Cox. Angle to pass over to Preservati, bounces it on a dribble, up top to Deal. Pass over to Danae Cox, out of bounds. Cox bounced the ball right on the left end. And another costly turnover gives the ball back to Allen University with a 3-point lead in 7:45 remaining in the game. Robinson towing into the right wing, looks for a lane, powers through and pickpocketed by Hannah Preservati. Bluefield with numbers. Preservati bounces left side to Bell-Lanier, and the ball just punched out by Jada Sleet, who has to clap because she saw that pass coming from a mile away. Bluefield in transition actually slowed down. Didn't have enough space like they thought they did. 55-52 though with 7:32 remaining in the game. Cox off the screen, tying three, got it. 55-55, timeout called by Allen, or Bluefield rather, and the Rams have tied it up here with 7:25 remaining in this game. Danae Cox on fire from beyond the arc. All tied up at 55-55 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 7:20 remaining in this fourth quarter. Hard dribbles for Sestra Robinson. Swing up top of the key to Sleep, bouncing her way down the left side of the lane, and the ball just pounced out of bounds by Tara Deal. 18 on the shot clock, 7:12 on the game clock as this game is tied up after the three from Danae Cox. Really the only player scoring consistently as Robinson swirls a pass over midcourt, finally hauled in by Brianna Straw. 15 on the shot clock. Richardson powering her way through, looking for a prayer of a layup, and got it with the right hand on the left side to make it 57-55. Preservati calling for a new offense, going left to right, up towards that Rams midcourt logo. Dribbles on the left side, looking for help from Tara Deal. Finds Danae Cox on a stutter step, towing down the baseline, goes up for the layup, and is fouled. So 2 shots ensuing for Danae Cox. Shots on Winter Strong. Danae Cox shooting 2. Second foul of the fourth quarter, and Cox, it's another free throw. Boy, that really has been the difference for the Rams. Right back into this game. 57-56, and the second shot goes home. 57-57. Robinson with such hard dribbles, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Lob down low over to Straw. Pivots a pass out to Sleep off the top of the key. Hard dribbles again, crossover. 9 on the shot clock. Looking at the hoop. Great defense. Robinson, right wing 3. Back iron, bounces on the left side, and Danae Cox wrestles for a rebound right in front of the Allen University bench, but a foul called on Danae Cox. Goodlet back into the game, returned with Crockett. Bluefield down for so much in this game, down by 10 in the second quarter. They have made it a game since then, 57-57. Inbounds pass for Sestra Robinson. Crossover dribble, shuffles into the left side of the lane. Short pass to Sleep, bouncing on the right side. Her layup goes through the 10. 6 minutes remaining in the game, and it's a 2-point lead again for Allen University. Bluefield has led by as much as 3 in the second half, but now down by 2. Preservati, dangerous pass on the left side to Crockett. Angling her way on the left side and bounces it over to Hash. Now the ball right into the hands of Fanny Richardson. Here come the Yellow Jackets with numbers. Sleet on the layup, got it. Well, the fast break has worked so well for the Yellow Jackets, and it's something that Bluefield has not been able to capitalize on in this game. Preservati, kick out on the right side to Goodlet, looking for help. Bluefield trying not to dribble into a trap, and they do, but luckily for the Rams, a foul called. 2 shots, or rather that's Fanny Richardson's foul. Third foul called on the visiting Allen University Yellow Jackets in this fourth quarter. Up top to Preservati, looking for help. Bounces left wing, picked away by Richardson. Fresh off her own foul, nowhere but space in front of her. And after the steal, Bluefield fired up their coach after that lazy pass. It's 63-57, 6-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Oh, Corey Mullins fired up to say the least after the Rams let Allen University capitalize off of another turnover, emphasizing toughness to be the difference. 5:12 remaining in the game. Bluefield down 63-57. Crockett on the left wing, returns top of the key to Goodlet, off a bounce, hands it off over to Bell-Lanier, straight into the lane, and picked away again. Sester Robinson with the ball near midcourt, almost a palming call, lobs it on the right side, down to Letitia Brown. That pass over the head of Brown on the left side. Make that 28 points for Danae Cox. Bell-Lanier is still the only player in double figures. Largest lead of this game for Allen has been 10 points. Bluefield only by 3. Been tied 12 times in this game. Lead has been changed 6 times. Goodlet, her pass swapped away and bounced right into the hands of Crockett. A pump fake, looking for an open shot. Front rim, no good. And another rebound for Allen. Jada Sleet has really picked it up for these Yellow Jackets. 24 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Under 4.5 minutes to go in the game. 63-57. Robinson taking her time into the right wing, looking for a shot. She's not afraid to take that long three, and a timeout called by Jason James. Rams defense dialed up, making Allen take a timeout, but still a 6-point lead for the Yellow Jackets with 4:13 remaining in this game here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Eight on the shot clock, out of the timeout for Jada Sleet. Now trickled down to 4 seconds, looking for a shot. Her team up by 6, and a shot off the backboard and the rim. Rebound for Danae Cox. Losing the ball again, wrestled away by Robinson. Open Straw down court, looking for the layup, and it bounces away. Got her own shot on the rebound, and still fouled on the way up. So 2 shots for Winter Straw. It is 63-57. Bluefield can't dribble into the perimeter here in the last few minutes of this game without losing the ball. Straw trying to make this a possible 3-possession game, and she can't do it with that first free throw. Missed there on the back iron and bounced out. Kadeja Kennedy back into the game for Allen. Still no Kamaya Thomas. Second shot through the hoop. 64-57. Here's Preservati going on the left side over to Crockett, looking at the floor and swings it out over to Preservati. Well, Crockett really hasn't found the shot tonight. Preservati needs to. Dribbling on the left side, finding Crockett on the left corner, dribbles down the baseline, bounces over to Turman, swings out to Bell-Lanier, spins in towards the cup, and powers through for a great shot. 64-59, Bluefield down by just 5, looking for a defensive stance, and that might have been the tough play Corey Mullins wanted. 19 on the shot clock. Sester Robinson lobbed down low to Straw. Her shot off the glass, no good. Got her own rebound and fouled on her way up again. As Winter Straw is upset that her shot has not been falling from about 2 feet, but Bluefield has been hacking her. That's Bell-Lanier's foul. 4th team foul. Shot for Straw goes. 65-59. Just a 6-point lead now. Trying to make it 7. Second shot for Straw. Just rims around and goes through the nylon. 66-59. 3:07 left here in this game. Bluefield hoping for a comeback, down by 7. Crockett over to Preservati. Stolen away by Kadeja Kennedy. 2-on-1. Kennedy straight to the tin, and the layup missed. Rebound Sleet. Puts it on the deck, hangs up a prayer of a shot, and it goes over the backboard. A great steal for Kadeja Kennedy, but still missing that layup And now Jada Sleet sent to the charity stripe with her team up by 7. So now Jada Sleet, her first shot, too hard, and you got to think Bluefield might have caught a break on that Kadeja Kennedy missed layup, especially if Jada Sleet misses both of these free throws. 2:51 remaining in this game. Brittany Holman in for Tiana Crockett. As Holman comes into the panel very close to Jada Sleet. Couple of bounces, second shot for Sleet, swirls in. And now it's 67-59. Kamea Thomas into the game, the NAIA honorable mention All-American from last year. Preservati, her team down by 8, 2:45 remaining. Today Cox needs those shots to fall. Holman on the left wing with a stutter step, angles up top of the key, hands off to Cox, up towards the top of the perimeter. Still swirling the ball around, Bluefield looking for an open 3. Holman inside the perimeter, feed down low, right back to her. And a foul called on a push-off on Allen on Winter Straw. Make that the 4th foul of the fourth quarter. And now an inbounds pass ensuing for Hannah Preservati with 2:27 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Preservati, a slap of the ball, looking for a passer. Up top the elbow, Turman, her shot too hard. Rebound hauled in by Brown. Right arm pass, swatted out of bounds by Hannah Preservati. And now a timeout, a substitution for Bluefield. For Autumn Hash, in for Haley Turman. Shot has not fallen for the Rams. 67-59 with 2:18 remaining in this game. Bounce up top to Robinson. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock with 2:11 on the game clock. Robinson on the right wing. Good pressure from Preservati. Right arm dart into Straw. Spins out the lane. Her pass stolen away by Danae Cox. Still rolling around, and Cox able to corral it. 2 minutes flat remaining. Swing over to Belle Lanier down the right side of the baseline. Her pass tied up and a foul called. So now Belle Lanier will have 2 shots from the charity stripe. And Bluefield, for the first time in the game, sending a player rather than Danae Cox to the free throw line. That foul called on Letitia Brown. Her shot for the left-handed shooter. Got it, 67-60. Just 1:55 remaining in the game. Bluefield needing the big stops now. Both teams in the double bonus. Second shot. Rims around and goes in. 67-61. Allen on top, looking to cross midcourt as Bluefield dials up the full court press. Kamaya Thomas just hangs up a prayer. Bluefield able to get the rebound, down by 6. 1:40 remaining. Danae Cox back out to Belle Lanier on the right wing, looking for separation, and a foul called on the defense that time on DeGraffenreich. Belle Lanier powered her way in, and DeGraffenreich fell to the ground with a block. Well, Belle Lanier shooting 2, 67-61, a 6-point lead. Looking up at the cup, her first shot, nothing but net. 67-62. Couple of bounces for Belle Lanier. Second shot, got it. Rams down by just 4. 67-63. Full court press on as Allen goes right to left. Cross court pass over to Thomas in the left wing. And now the Yellow Jackets settling down. 1:25 remaining in the game as Thomas holds the ball like a football in her left hand. 14 on the shot clock. Good pressure from Goodlet. Bounces up towards midcourt. 8 on the shot clock now. Down on the left wing. Goodlet with great defense. Prayer of a shot for Thomas. No good. Rebound for Preservati. 1:08 remaining in the game as Bluefield is down by just 4. Here comes Preservati, gets a screen, dribbles down the right lane, and the layup falls for the point guard. 67-65 with a shot coming up. chance to make it a 1-point game with 1:01 remaining. Preservati. Free throw, nothing but net, and it's 67-66. A minute remaining. Full court press is on. Bluefield hoping Allen can make a mistake. Lob over to Straw, who's open. 30 seconds, really the difference between the shot clock and the game clock, as a timeout is called by Jason James of Allen. 49 seconds flat remaining in this one, and it's going to come down to the end. 67-66. Iowa Jackets on top. Back out onto the floor. 49 seconds remaining in this game. Allen with possession, up 67-66. Cesar Robinson, the inbound, swings it over to Jada Sleeton, bounces it right back to the point guard. 15 on the shot clock. Bluefield down by just one. Robinson hands it off over to Kamaya Thomas. Angles her way in the perimeter. A handoff to Sleet. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson from the right wing takes a prayer of a three. Front iron, bounces in. The prayer answered, makes it 70-66, and the desperation three fell for the junior from Newark, New Jersey. Timeout, Corey Mullins with 31.6 remaining in the game. Bluefield now down in a 2-possession ball game. Bluefield hoping that the shot sank by Cesar Robinson might not be the dagger in this game. 70-66. The three-pointer made by Cesar Robinson. A dagger it might be after the ball bounced on the front end of the rim. It somehow went through the cup. Inbounds pass for Belvedere with 31.6 remaining. The ball just punched out of bounds. No time shaved off of the clock. It looks like the referees want that to happen. Looking for a change of the clock. Rams going against the full court press. Both teams in the bonus. Inbounds coming up for Belvedere. Rams going left to right. Just down by one. Robinson hit that shot from space, it looked like, and now the shot clock is off. Which makes no sense because it's 31.6 seconds remaining. Now the referee's working off of the court. Shot clock is off with 31.6 remaining in this game. They turn the shot clock off. I guess they're going to man it from the floor. Bellinear on the right side of the basket, bounces into Adrian Goodland, towing down the baseline, and a turnover. What a trap by Richardson, as well as Rosacea DeGraff and Wright. A 4-point lead, 29.2 seconds remaining. And that could have been maybe the play of the last minute other than the three-pointer. Into Kamaya Thomas near midcourt. Bluefield down by 4. Man-to-man defense, needing a steal and a foul. Kamaya Thomas sent to the charity stripe by Danae Cox, who is now fouled out of the game. And she needed to take the foul, but still, now Bluefield's best three-point shooter taken off. Tara Deal back on. Penny Richardson and Kadeja Kennedy returning for Allen University. And Kamaya Thomas with a chance to make this maybe a deficit Bluefield cannot come out of. 70-66. First shot for her, rims out. Still a 4-point lead. Second shot ensuing. Knocked this one home, 71-66. Timeout Corey Mullins with 23.9 remaining in the game. .9 seconds remaining in the game. Bluefield down by 5 now. It is 71-66. Inbounds pass for Deanna Crockett. Bluefield near their own basket. Crockett finding help and a 5-second violation. That might just do it. Rams needed that possession and they just could not get the ball off of the sideline, and that just capitalizes a tough night for Deanna Crockett. Into the game for the first time, Kendall Cloninger. Inbounds pass to Kamaya Thomas, splitting through a double team, and a foul called on Cloninger will send Thomas to the free throw line. Well, the Rams were down by just 1. It was 67-66. And then the long three made by Sestra Robinson from the right wing, bounced on the front rim and went into the nylon. First shot for Thomas goes in. 72-66. Couple of new substitutes, Kadeja Kennedy, Fenny Richardson in. Now 72-66. Second shot, bounces out on the right side, tipped out of bounds. Off of the hands of Kadeja Kennedy. Bluefield with it back with 20.1 seconds remaining in the game. Crockett bounces into Preservati, towing down the baseline, angling towards the middle of the court, finds an open Tara Deal. Her three from the left wing, in. And the three knocked in with 12 seconds remaining, makes it a three-point game again. 69-72, Bluefield down by 3. And it looked like the clock ran a tad bit long after the basket went in. And they are trying to figure that out now. And they add 2.2 seconds on the clock. 14.2 seconds remaining in the game. What has been a long last minute. Good crowd at the Dome for the first couple of games back after Thanksgiving break. Timeout call by the Yellow Jackets with 14.2 seconds remaining in this game. Bluefield hoping for a big defensive stance and possibly a chance to tie it up when we come back. 14.2 seconds remaining. An inbounds pass almost tipped away, hauled in by Deal. Bluefield needs to foul, and they do. Adrian Goodlett tying up Jada Sleet. After the three made by Tara Deal made it a three-point ball game. It is 72-69. Clock is now dialed down to 12.6. An inbounds, or rather a free throw for Sleet. Bluefield needs her to miss both. First shot bounces off the front of the rim, and the Rams still have a chance. Richardson subbed in, Bluefield sending in Deal as well as Cloninger. Rams need a three-pointer. Tyra Jackson was in for just a second, now taken back off. Could seal it possibly. Second shot for Sleet. She missed them both. Rebound Cloninger. Timeout called by Corey Mullins. And Bluefield will have an inbounds pass right in front of their own sideline. It's been a tumultuous last 30 seconds. Rams down by just one with about 30 seconds remaining, and then a monstrous three sank off a bounce by Assester Robinson. Rams down by 6 on the last possession, and then Tara Deal found an open three, sank it, and off of that possession for the Allen University Yellow Jackets, Jada Sleet missing both free throws. So now the Rams have the ball right in front of their own sideline with a chance to tie it up here with 11.9 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And got to remember, folks, there is a men's game right after this one. There'll probably be about 20 minutes separating both of those. We're at 7:15 right now. The men's game scheduled at 7:30. Likely that will not be the tip-off time for that men's game between the Bluefield College Rams and the Allen University Yellow Jackets. Chance to tie it up in this AAC matchup. Rams looking to get back on the winning ways after a loss to Bryan, and then Allen University, losers of 2 in a row, now trying to get back into the swing of things with a chance to do it here. 72-69. Buzzer sounds. Corey Mullins off of his timeout has really emphasized toughness in this game. Back out onto the floor. Rams looking for a three-pointer. The inbounder for the Rams will be Adrian Goodlett. Whistle blows. Goodlett needs help. Looking for someone to pass it to. Her pass stolen away by Winter Straw and subsequently fouled by Kara Bell-Lanier. Not the movement that they wanted, and that is a devastating turnover. 9.8 seconds remaining in this game, and Winter Straw sent to the charity stripe with a chance to sink one free throw and likely seal up the game. Bluefield has no timeouts left. Only one remaining for Allen. First shot for Straw. Got it. That likely to be the ball game. 73-69. And pending a miracle 4-point play, here's Straw to end that. Back iron, no good. Tipped around, Bell-Lanier with it, losing the ball and fouled. And now Bell-Lanier will have a chance at 2 free throws. 73-69. 7.7 seconds remaining in this game, and it has just refused to end. Here's Kiera Bell-Lanier right up to the charity stripe. Needs both of them to fall. First shot, front iron, bouncing back. Oh, would need both of them to fall, but if this shot goes in, a one-possession game. 7.7 seconds remaining. Bell-Lanier staring at the 10. Her shot, nothing but net. 73-70. No timeouts for Bluefield. Inbounds pass to Sleet, and she will go to the free throw line again now with 6.4 seconds remaining. Foul is on Goodlett. 2 shots for Sleet. Last time she went to the stripe, she missed both. Rams hope that she can miss both of these free throws with a chance to tie it up on the rebounds. Rams have Bell-Lanier, Preservati, Goodlett, Crockett, Now Tyrant Jackson on the floor. First shot for Sleet goes in, and now I think that one likely could seal it. 74-70. Cloninger as well as Tara Deal back on. Crockett and Jackson take it off. 6.4 seconds remaining. Second shot for Sleet. Missed. Rebound Goodland. Go up to Preservati. 4 seconds. Needing a three. Swings it over to Cloninger. Buzzer beater. Three goes in. But it is a 1-point win for Allen. 74-73. And the Rams fall in a heartbreaker to the Yellow Jackets. What a game as the Yellow Jackets improved to 7-3 and 4-2, snapping that 2-game losing streak. Bluefield College falling to 5-5 and 2-3 in the AAC. Don't go away, folks. Going to get that next event up for you on our Rams Digital Sports Network. Men's taking on Allen University just in about 20 minutes or so. But a big win for the Yellow Jackets here inside the Dome against the Bluefield College Rams.